Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Omaha Storm Chasers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Jason Chico gets the call for game one of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
You know, it's awfully tough in today's game when your strikeout to walk ratio is less than even. Too many balls are put in play, plus you add that with the base on balls. That just shows me one thing. He doesn't have that one solid out pitch that he can get somebody out with.
Batting third, left fielder.
Stepping in, number one. He comes into this one trying to keep up the hot pace. Well over 400 here to start the year. And he lays off a pitch in there for the first strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out.
Yeah, Matty, this is a nice one. First game of a homestand. You played well on the road. You got a chance to grab a shower and sleep in your own bed last night. I bet you this team comes out on the attack today.
And with that, here's a look at the visitors' starting lineup. D-Row, what do you got on this lineup in the series opener?
Well, Matty, this lineup's going to have to find a way to score early. Get this pitcher on.
And that brings in Hunter Dozier. And he's looking to get it going. Off to a bit of a slow start this year. Now the 3-2 pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. He makes the play, and that'll end the inning. So a run on 2 hits, no errors, and a man left. 1 inning in the books here, all tied at 1-1. And that brings up Mike Compton.
And leading off for the Storm Chasers, first baseman, Mike Compton.
The 1-2. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder looks it into his glove, and there's one gone.
All right, here's how the visitors are lining up today. And if you look at the numbers on this team, defensively, they're in the top 5, fewest errors in the league. Flashing the leather, picking and grinning, keep an eye on them. They play stout defense.
Stepping in, number 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Left fielder, number 1.
Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. That's lifted the other way out to left. And that's in there. Base hit. He'll get it into second. And he'll pull into second here with nobody out.
Hey, after that hit right there, D-Row, that extends his hitting streak to 6 games.
Yeah, no doubt about it. 6 days in a row with knocks will help you sleep better at night, Dan.
Now batting.
Digging in now, Chris Carter. He popped out in his first trip. Chopped weakly to the left. Cuthbert has it. Throw, and he's called out on a close play at first. Stepping into the box, Reggie Larson. He flew out in his last at-bat.
Reggie Larson.
Now a look and a throw back to second. And late reactions, and they got him. Striding into the box, number 1. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Here now is Cheslor Cuthbert. Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind it, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Catch made in left. Here comes the runner for the plate. And add a run on the sacrifice fly, as that'll make this a 3-1 game. Now at the plate, number 1. He comes to the plate as the last chance for his side. 2 out here in the 9th. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. And this ball swung on and hit to center field, and this should do it. He brings it in, and they have taken the opener here at home as this ball game is over. Tonight's ball game comes to a close, 3-1 the final. The Omaha Storm Chasers came through late, taking the lead in the 8th to secure the victory. MLB The Show's tour of the minor leagues continues as we make a stop in the 16-team Pacific Coast League. A good matchup here for you tonight between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Omaha Storm Chasers. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Roger Allenberger will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
First offering on its way. Swung on and missed, outclassed by that fastball for a strike. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've had it going the last 10 games. They're 7-3 over that stretch, including a win last time out. And that is down, as that could be 2 bases. The runner from second crosses the plate. It's a 2-0 ball game. And he will pull into second with an RBI double.
I guess their scouting reports on this guy were dead on because it's already 2-0 in the early going, and they're having absolutely no trouble seeing him here. On the other side, they're very quickly looking at a game that they're going to have to fight back in.
Third baseman.
Here's Cody Ashe, runner in scoring position with 2 gone. 0-1 count. Here it comes. Swing and a drive to right. There it goes. And out of here, and I mean by plenty. That ball was crushed. A 2-run blast to straightaway right field. First home run of the campaign for him as they move on top 4-0.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad.
Stepping up to the plate, Daryl Cannizzaro, and they've got some work to do early on. Down 4-0 already.
Lots of left in this one as we're still early on, but you don't.
Did he catch that? He did. What a play there for the first out.
Great sliding catch right there, but that can be awful risky. If you flop that one and mess it up, that ball's going to the wall, and everybody's scoring. He secures the catch, and the runners have to stand pat.
Trying to pick things up where he left off. Number one, he'll try to follow up the double in his last at-bat with another big hit right here. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. In the air now, out to left. Bullard is there. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Leading off the inning, Andy Bowyer, and they'll need him to get something going here.
The shortstop, Andy Bowyer.
Lifted in the air out towards left center. Left fielder is on the move. He gets there and makes the play for the. So striding in, Andy Bowyer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Andy Bowyer.
0-1 count, and the pitch. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Number one is there, and he makes the catch for the out. Ready for another shot now. Tom Villarreal, a hit in 2 tries so far.
Tom Villarreal.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And that is off the wall. And he is into second with a 2-out double. And now this is thrown wildly, just getting it into the infield. When that one left the bat, I wasn't sure where it was going to come down. Thought it might have a chance.
Yeah, same here, man. It kind of got lost high in the sky before it one-hopped the fence for an extra base hit. During the daytime, that thing probably would have carried out of here, but you can't complain too much about a double.
And this is going to be extra bases here, leading off the 6th. And he will pull into second with a leadoff double. But baseball is a game of streaks and runs, and he is on one right now.
No question, he's swinging the bat very well of late. And when that's the case, you can't wait to get in the batter's box. Definitely the case in this game. That's his second base knock. This one for extra bases.
That's now 2 hits so far for him in this one. Cody Ashe will stand in here, but before he does, let's take you back to the very first inning. This was a 2-run home run right out of the gate that really got these guys off to a fast start. And he misses there for ball 4. So runners are at first and second now with nobody out. And that'll bring in the speedy left-handed hitter Andrew Toll. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ball game. Lifted the other way out to left center. Villarreal is in pursuit.
On the back.
He can't get to it. This one's down. And no sense risking anything here as the bases will be loaded now with still nobody out.
Boy, Dero, we're looking at a big inning right here with that single. Bases are loaded, yet no runs have scored in this inning.
Yeah, and that's exactly what that pitcher wants you to think. You have to eliminate the noise, Dan. Just try and drive in the guy from third base. Don't put pressure on yourself that you have to get everyone in with one swing of the bat. Pass the baton and keep the line moving.
So it was a strikeout swinging. Daniel Nakamura goes down to become the first out in the 6th inning.
I'm really impressed by that strikeout, and I'll tell you why. He should have gotten a call on the pitch before, and it looked like he got squeezed a little bit. In a bases-loaded situation, that could drive a guy nuts, drive you crazy. What I loved is he didn't let him take it out of his game.
So add one more on the sac fly, as that'll make this a 5-1 game.
Obviously, he's hoping for...
At the plate, Marcos Luis. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. The 2-1. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase. 2 gone. So digging in now, number 1. He's roped a couple of doubles in 3 trips to this point. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. This one is fouled away up to the concourse area.
You pull a fastball like that, you got to tell yourself to slow it down a little bit, play more gap to gap, and keep that front shoulder square, pointed towards the pitcher. That'll keep everything on plane.
Hit in the air to left. Bullard is there, and that's the first out of the inning. Striding in to start the 9th, Darryl Canizaro, and they'll need him to get something going here.
Darryl Canizaro.
The 0-1 popped him up. In there, a base hit. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible.
And this will wind up being one of those kind of saves you used to see back in the 70s. I'll tell you, he was on fumes at the end there, but he found a way to get it done.
Tonight's game comes to an end, 5-1, the final score.
5 runs.
The game's future star. Benny Kawada gets the ball in game 3 of the series. Dan, any thoughts?
Hey, you take a look at this guy's number. One of the things that jumps out at you is that ERA. It's into the 4s. But that doesn't necessarily indicate what kind of pitcher this guy is. If he brings his A game, he can shut anybody down. The problem he's had so far this season, he's been...
Now, meanwhile, this is going to be extra bases, and it's going to do some damage. 1 run scores.
We didn't have to wait long for the offensive fireworks in this one. 2 runners aboard, and he got a pitch he liked, drove it all the way to the wall to bring in a pair of runs, and they're still in good shape to add on with him at second now.
Into the box, Reggie Larson. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting nine for this one. The 1-1 home. On a line, that's a base hit.
Go on!
He's in at second safely as 2 runs come across to score away from the play.
Well, this doesn't have the makings of a start he's going to be proud of, does it? He's getting absolutely pounded here in the first inning, and I would think they're not going to let this go on for much longer.
Digging in, Peter Bullard, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. This one's down to third. Throw in time as he's called out on a bang-bang play at first. And with that, here's a glance at the starting lineup for the home squad. Mark, what do you have on this group in front of the home crowd tonight?
Matty, this lineup finds himself in a hole right now. Down a bunch of runs. This is where you find out about your lineup, though, that pass the baton mentality. Can't try and get it all back.
So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, number 1. He cashed in with a 2-run double his first trip to the plate. First offering on its way. He pulls this one into right, and that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Kind of looked like he had gotten his bearings there. Dan was going to have a 1-2-3 inning, but not the case, giving up that late 2-out knock.
Boy, this lineup is so deep, 1 through 9. They could put a hurting on you, and they're making him work, and he's given up a lot of base hits so far in this one. So far, this has not been an easy one for this pitcher.
Ready for another chance? Reggie Larson. He drove in 2 with a double in his last at-bat. Now the 3-2 pitch. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground. He's got to hurry, and he is in there. And that'll bring up the big bat of Alex Dickerson. 0 for 1 here in the early going. 2 men are on with 2 men out.
Here you go.
Soft liner to the right side. And the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. So striding forward now, number 1. He doubled earlier and carries a 2 for 2 line into this appearance. First pitch coming. Here it is. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play. Digging in to try it again. Greg Nagel. He singled his last time up. Popped him up. Huddleston onto the grass, but he won't get there. It falls in.
Boy, this guy's been swinging a hot stick lately, and there's just another example. And even when he doesn't hit one on the barrel.
Now to the plate, number 1. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. First pitch on its way. Bouncer to the left side. Cuthbert gloves it. And the throw on to first will take care of him. So he's thrown out by the only man standing on it. Leading off the inning, Andy Boyer, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up. Fly ball into straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder. 1 out. And tonight's comes to an end. 6-3 the final. Oklahoma City jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. John Carnes earns the win. Now on your home for minor league baseball. MLB The Show has coverage from the AAA Pacific Coast League. Today we've got a good matchup ahead between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Omaha Storm Chasers. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Bruno Aponte, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, you can't always judge a pitcher by the numbers. I know the ERA is into the 4s coming into this start, but he's actually a pretty solid pitcher. and every once in a while he can throw some decent games in there. It's not easy having an ERA under 4 in baseball. He's slight.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, number one comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Here comes the first pitch. Line toward the alley in left center. And that'll get down out there for extra bases. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly. So stepping in, Adam Lind, as he'll look to bring home that tying run from second with a base hit into the outfield. The 3-1 pitch. And he misses with it, ball 4, so that'll load the bases, and now he's really going to need to get a ground ball.
That's a big no-no. He obviously had to work carefully with 2 men on, but he did not want to walk him to load the bases. Now he's really got his work cut out for him. We'll see how he fares here.
Reggie Larson.
Here's the 0-1 pitch. Now a bunt attempt here. And not in time as the run scores. So credit him with an RBI as he really caught him by surprise there by dropping that down. Striding in, Alex Dickerson. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. The 3-1. And that misses. Ball 4. A run will come in to score.
Yeah, the pitching coach would hate to go to the bullpen this early in the game, but sometimes you have no choice. On the flip side, he might just get in his face a little bit out there, try to challenge him, wake him up from his funk. Either way, we'll see how it works.
In now, number 1. 1 for 2 on his line so far in the game. First offering on its way. Just a tick behind for a strike.
Even though we're still in the early going, I think this game's at a tipping point right now. They've got a chance to put this game out of reach, but if they can't score anymore here, the other guys feel like the door's still open.
Pesky sprinting after it. 1 run is scored. And that'll get over the wall, in fact, so 2 runs will score, but not the third.
With the sacks full right there, it's kind of unfortunate to hit the ball that well and see it bounce over the wall for a ground rule double. All 3 runs might have scored if that ball stayed in the ballpark. Instead, they'll have to just settle for 2 for right now.
Smoked on the ground left side. And that's through into left, a base hit. And a relay to the plate. A tag, and they get him at the plate as 1 run scores, but not the second. But not before they claim the lead here as they bat around and hang an 8th spot on them. To the bottom of inning number 4 we go. Oklahoma's out in front here, 8-1. Digging in for his second at-bat, Jerry Mendez. Flied out in his first at-bat, so make him 0 for 1 so far. This is in the air out to left field. Left fielder has a beat on it. 2 down. Now in the box, Andy Bowyer. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
Andy Bowyer.
The 1-2. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Number 1 is going to have room out there as he puts this away to retire the side. So no runs, no hits, no errors, and no one left. We're through 5 here at the ballpark. Dodgers out in front, 8-1. Coming to the plate now, number 1. 2 for 3 with a double on his line so far. Here comes the first pitch. Runners on the move for second. No balls and one strike. Irizarry is off at first with 2 away. Another one fouled off, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Nothing in 2 count, and the pitch. Well hit to right, but foul.
Pick it up.
Another 0-2 home. Ripped down the first base line, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. There's a swing and a drive hit well out to right field. Mendez has to retreat to the track, but he has it to retire the side. So they pick up a run on 2 hits. So coming to the plate, Hunter Dozier. He was retired via the ground ball last time up.
Dozier.
Line hard into left. That's his first base hit, making 1 for 2 now.
Relay.
The relay not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good...
Ready now, number 1. Runner in scoring position with 2 gone. First delivery to him on the way. Hard hit to first.
Hold it there.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So it's no runs on. Into the box now, Hunter Dozier. He doubled earlier in the game, 1 for 2 to this point. In the air now, out to left. Waiting on it, the left fielder makes the catch, and that's the ball game.
And if you're looking for when this game was decided, that's pretty easy. It was the big 4th inning. That was the big turning point, and they made it stand up the rest of the way.
11-1 at the end of this one. The Dodgers posted 11 runs on the scoreboard when it was all said and done.
This manager appeals to his hitters to be more discerning at the plate.
Welcome to MLB The Show and this presentation of minor league baseball. Tonight we get the week started with the first of 4 between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. It's baseball, it's the show, and it comes your way next. Carmen Robles will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what do you got?
Hey, Matty, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 9 in his last 3 starts, and he has to do a lot better. This guy isn't that bad of a pitcher, but one of the keys, he needs to start limiting the number of hits and to limit the number of base on balls. It'll be interesting to see if he can turn things around in this one here today.
Fuentes will slide over and put this one away, and that's out number 1. And he'll get into third here on the fly out, so he's 90 feet away here. Digging in, Chad Cloutier. He'll get to take his first cuts here.
Chad Cloutier.
That's lifted the other way out to left. Left fielder is on the move. 1 away. At the plate, number 1. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. And he fouls this one off. The windup and the 0-1. Lifted down the line in left. And they can't run it down. Now here's the pitch. Bullet back up the middle. And that's a base hit, so the pressure's on to open up the inning. And a nice job to get the ball in quickly. He'll be held to a single here with nobody out.
Hey, after that base knock right there, he's into double digits, Dero. That's a 10-game hitting streak.
Oh, you talking about double digits, Dan? Now it's getting firm. We're seeing the batting average go up. We're seeing the homers go up. We're seeing the RBIs go up. Everything is moving north.
On to first, a double play.
It's hard to do anything with a pitch like that.
Now at the plate, Shane Fuentes comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Under it is the left fielder, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. Now at the plate, Felipe Molina. He drew a walk his first time up.
Felipe Molina.
Swinging a soft liner. That's a base hit, their first of the game.
Hey, they don't all have to be beautiful. They just have to be base hits, and that's exactly what that was. Soft liner into left field. Nice job.
Stepping into the box, Ji-Man Choi. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Ji-Man Choi.
There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. But that'll stay in the park as it's off the left field wall. He's around second now, and they still haven't gotten to this thing. And he is into third with a leadoff triple.
Well, when this thing left its bat, I thought it hit.
Ready once again, number 1. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
And that's into the gap and should be extra bases. And he's going to get to second now with nobody out.
Here's the 4th hit of the game, and it's a good one. Puts a good swing on this thing, and it goes for a double. We'll see if they can build on it here.
Here's Chris Carter now, and his guys are looking to erase that donut on the scoreboard with a runner in scoring position.
Yeah, Matt, they've been really shut down so far in this one. They've had runners on base, but haven't been able to string anything together.
Throw on to first in time, 1 away. Striding in once again, Reggie Larson. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Choi on the move, 2 gone. And the shutout will disappear on the sacrifice fly as they're finally on the board. Now at the plate, Ji-Man Choi. And he's got an opportunity to turn this narrow lead into a wide one if he can cash in here. Swing, and he pops him up. And that will get down as he delivers a big one here. It's a base hit. 1 run scores. Now a long throw home. It's a wild one, and 3 runs are in to score.
How frustrating is that, Dan? He tried to...
Digging in and looking for more, number 1. And with men on base and 2 away, it feels like this at-bat could go a long way toward deciding this thing.
No doubt, Matt. A base hit here, Chief.
Meanwhile now, this is a drive out the straightaway right field, and it's going to get out of here. A home run.
I know he's still in AAA, but...
Settling in now, Christian Bethancourt. And he'll start out the bottom of the 8th inning. Hit in the air out toward left. Left fielder has a beat on it. Looks it into his glove, and there's 1 gone.
Yeah, and they just keep on keeping on. Got a nice little run going here, winning 4 in a row and playing with a lot of confidence. Success is never guaranteed in this game, so you have to appreciate it when it comes.
7-5 tonight's final. Minor League Baseball is live and on the air on the show. Tonight, the second of 4 to begin the week between the Oklahoma City Dodgers and the Colorado Springs Sky Sox. It's baseball on the show, and it's coming up next. Ulysses Chacin is on the mound for Game 2. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a look at a guy that's really dependable. Last 3 starts, ERA just under 3.00, and that's some pretty good pitching. Minimizes the amount of walks, keeps his hits down, and if he can do more of the same of that, he should have some pretty good fortune in this one here today.
Left fielder, number 1.
Here comes the first pitch. Swing and a screamer, but this one's not going to stay fair. Fellas, you take a look at our homestanding ball club as they come into this one tonight. They've been hot of late, winners in 4 straight.
Yeah, Matty, this place is buzzing right now. This team won the opener of the series yesterday, and they're looking to step on this team's throat and take the first 2 games of this series.
Hey, D-Row, are you aware of this? After that knock right there, that's an 11-game hitting streak. You think he knows it's at 11?
I think he knows exactly that it's at 11. It starts off innocent. You just want to get a few knocks to get the hitting coach off your back. Next thing you know, you wake up, you've been sleeping easy for almost a week, 8 days. Now we're on 11? This guy's dinner tastes different.
Now a throw over and a dive, but he's back in. 2 out with the man at first. There he goes. Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. So 1 run here on standing in Chad Cloutier as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. That's lifted the other way out to left, and that'll get down for a base hit. Around first, digging for 2. Around second now, and they still haven't flagged this one down. And he will make it all the way to third now as that mistake proves a costly one indeed.
And that's his first triple of the season. The way he exploded out of the box, you knew he was determined to get to third.
Next will be the cleanup hitter, number 1. He reached on a single in his first try. Here's the first pitch to him. Popped high in the air. Molina has a play, and he makes the catch for the second out. Into the box now, Carlton Navarro.
Catcher, Carlton Navarro.
In the air out to left. Left fielder giving chase, and that ends the inning. 1 hit's all they get. On to the top of inning number 5 we go. Sky Sox lead this thing. Digging in once again, number 1. He singled in 2 trips to the plate thus far. Infield shifted well to the right. Here's the first pitch. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that's going to wind up hooking just a bit foul, so a missed opportunity there.
He's pitching well. We're working into the middle innings right now, but this is when he's really going to have to bear down. When you start going through that lineup the second and third time, you've kind of emptied the bucket out already, so he's going to have to continue to buckle down and make good pitches.
And quickly 2 are gone now here in the visitors. Ji-Man Choi the next to hit. 3rd trip to the plate for him here tonight. 0 for 2 at this point. Fly ball to straightaway left. Left fielder is on the move. 2 down. So a crucial moment here, and standing in, number 1. And he does so representing the possible go-ahead run. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Here's the 0-1. Hard liner to center field. Fuentes will get there, and he puts it away to retire the side. Digging in, Shane Fuentes. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Pulls this one in the air out to left. Number 1 is there, and he'll bring this one in. Now batting, Ji-Man Choi. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. This one's down to third. A dive, but he can't get a glove on it. It's through for a base hit.
Dan, as a former pitcher, are you privy to this guy? I mean, he's been swinging the bat well. I know it's only April, but he's been using the entire field, staying line to line.
That's what makes it so hard as a pitcher when you can't go one way. When you pitch a guy in, he pulls it. When you throw it away, he hits it the other way. He's having that ability right now just to be able to get the barrel to it, and he's having a real strong beginning to this season.
Left fielder is on the move. He's got it. A great running play, and that'll retire the side. So it's no runs on 2 hits, no errors.
Well, just another day at the office for these guys. That stretches their winning streak to 5, and they're playing well in all 3 phases of the game. Pitching, fielding, and hitting. Who knows how long this will last?
And as we join the ballgame in progress here, we find the bases empty, nobody out in the inning. Standing in, number 1, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Pulled toward right center field. Fuentes over to his left, 1 out. Yimi Garcia is on to pitch out of the bullpen in the bottom half of the 8th.
Number 63.
And the score finishes 4-1 today. Colorado Springs took the lead in the 2nd inning and rode that until the very end. Zach Davies.